think they're pissed off this morning.
Look, I put a little right on their thing and they're going at it. Right there in the corner.
Yeah, they'll clean that shit up eventually. I'm not going to delete this. Well, I mean, I might as well.
No, you can use it as like just audio.
Oh, that's right, when they ship. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let me just.
Look at them. I want to record this, dude.
Alright, we ready?
Yeah.
Is it going? Is the video going?
I think. Let me make sure.
The light's on, so it's like you would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, we're recording. So I'm Jacob Perry.
And I'm Ross Ferguson.
And we're the founders of Patagonia Bee Products. We're a small startup. We're a company that connects with individual beekeepers in far southern Chile in the pristine old-growth rainforest of Patagonia. And we source honey from beekeepers who are engaged in responsible beekeeping practices, and we source honey that comes from endemic species to the Valdivian rainforest down there. And it has an incredible aroma, an incredible flavor, and we're really excited about our consumers all across the country.
It's so good. It's so good. Every single person that tries it says it's the best honey they've ever had in their lives.
Yeah.
And I think it's because it's so pure. I mean, this is in the middle of nowhere, right? You went there.
Yeah, that's right. I had a 4-hour drive on dirt road and then a 4-hour boat ride to get to this really isolated jungle that seemed like Jurassic Park. There were mountains going up with jungle you can't even see through, vegetation very thick, and that's where this operation is, where these beekeepers are tending to their hives and then extracting and harvesting their honey. And when you taste this honey, when you smell it, you can smell the garden it came from, the jungle. These are the comments we get from our consumers. They say they feel like they're in the rainforest once they taste it. It hits you with an aroma and a flavor that's unbelievable. So Ross, I want to know, how did you get the idea where did this idea come from? Why did we start Patagonia Bee Products?
Well, we were down there in Tierra del Fuego.
Which is where?
Well, bottom of South America, the very bottom of Patagonia. And it is always cold. The wind, it's a brutal, brutal condition. And just north of that are some of the most southern trees in the world. And the season's really short. And when I got there, it was right at springtime. Everything was blooming, and I noticed every single person outside their little house, they had hives. Everyone had hives, and I thought, wow, you know, this has got to be the place for honey. And then I tried it, and wow, I did what you're gonna do when you try the honey. It's like, you're gonna want to buy it. And so we decided to travel halfway across the world again to get it and bring it to you, because we know you're gonna love it. We know you'll love it.
This honey really does change people's perceptions. I still remember the first time I tried this honey, I tried ulmo, which is still my favorite. The ulmo honey is this darker one here. It comes from a tree species called ulmo that has a really beautiful white flower. And the harvest season is in March for this honey, and it's unbelievable. The aroma is so powerful. You can feel where it comes from. You can feel the floral nature of it. You can taste it. And it gives you a different perspective on what honey can be. It's as if you were used to backyard bootleg wine your whole life, and then you try a vintage French wine. It's quite a difference, and I've seen it change people's minds, and they think, this is unlike anything I've had. I didn't know honey could be this good, and I can't wait to buy this stuff.
And one thing I noticed that's different is it doesn't drip. So I think it's gonna be no mess. That wasn't good.
Yeah, no, do it again.
But what I notice here is we've got honey, but it doesn't look like a lot of honey I'm used to seeing. You know, it doesn't drip. It is so fully dense with pollen, nutrients, and everything that honey should be, from an old growth, pure, far from cars, far from GMOs, far from anything that is competing with the bees. And you get the most perfect honey. No drip, no mess. It's what everybody should have. I don't understand anybody buying the Bear honey at all after they've tried this. If you try this and still buy your normal local honey, then you're sick as fuck.
Yeah, that's right. One of the big advantages of this honey. One of the big advantages of this honey is that you scoop it off with a knife, you put it on bread, you can put it in coffee, you can put it on lots of things, but it's not going to start dripping like the syrupy honey that you normally find with U.S. commercial honey. This stuff stays in place because it's been crystallized. It still has royal jelly, it still has propolis, it has pollen, a lot of the healthy things that bees put in there. It has the enzymes that bees put in there that help with digestion, and this makes the honey a fuller honey that you get to consume.
And, you know, I wanted to buy that Manuka honey because I heard it's great, it's antimicrobial, it does all this stuff, but the more research I did, I found out that probably most of the Manuka honey I'm buying isn't really even Manuka honey, right?
Yeah, that's right. Or it's a certain percent Manuka, and then they fill it with other sweeteners or other honey. And they actually did a study comparing, an Irish medical university did a study comparing Manuka honey for its health properties against Ulmo for its health properties. And the Ulmo honey came out on top in fighting against the MRSA virus, fighting against E. coli, staph infection, and it's because of the antimicrobial and antibiotic properties of Ulmo. So they suggested it as a possible alternative for health treatments. And yet we are able to provide our consumers Ulmo honey at a price less than half of what Manuka is selling for. And this tastes better anyway. So I think our consumers are going to be very happy with this honey.
I don't know why, so I guess I don't know why anybody would ever waste their money on Manuka when you have a better product, it tastes better, it's cheaper, and it does the job better. I'm really glad we have this opportunity to bring this to the consumer. It's what they need, and it's what Patagonia needs too. It's going to protect these old growth forests, protect the Araucaria and the Alerce trees as well.
Ross, what have been your experiences when you've let different people taste this honey?
Well, most people freak out significantly. Some people start to shiver and shake, some scream, and others just convulse with madness at the wildness, and it's what honey does to you. It's magical honey, and it will turn you into a beast. And that's really all I can say about the honey, is it will turn you into a true beast.
When I've let some of my friends, people in the public, people interested in buying this honey, when I've let them taste this...
We have different friends.
When I've let people taste this honey, the reaction is almost always a shock, a total surprise. They tell me, this is incredible, I can taste the flowers, I can taste the jungle where this came from. I didn't know honey could be like this. We already went over that, anyway. It's very important to our company to connect the human element, and that's why we travel to Patagonia to meet with the beekeepers that we source from. You do know what I'm talking? It just makes us look like we're fucking high, which you are. Alright, be normal. And I'm gonna talk.
Go!
Right. The most important thing about the way we run our business at Patagonia Bee Products is being able to provide excellent honey and in connecting the human element to our consumer. That's why it's very important to us to connect the human element to our business, and that's why we travel to Patagonia to meet with our beekeepers who source our honey. I was recently down there visiting lots of beekeepers, finding the best honey, finding the beekeepers with the best practices. I was staying with their families, I stayed in their houses, I visited their hives with them, helped them harvest, I worked alongside them, and this is what you get in Patagonia Bee Products. You get a company that's committed to ethical sourcing, that's committed to retaining the human element in its production line and bringing an incredible product to the market. You can't get enough, you can't even stop right now. Damn it, Ross. You're gonna make this video crazy, man, it's gotta be professional, bro. God damn it! I shouldn't have let you smoke.
That was so good. You have no idea how good that last part was. That last part was epic success.
No, you're gonna look like
You have no idea how good that last
high
part
school
was.
prankster.
Stop being